Love me as though there were no tomorrow.
Okay, we are officially back in the Wasteland. So, right now where I'm headed is to here, I believe.
Howdy, folks. It's Mr. New Vegas, and I have a good feeling about all of you listening. Whoops, better put on my newsman fedora here. Unconfirmed reports say NCR General Lee Oliver may have uprooted from his post at Camp McCarran in order to be present at Hoover Dam. NCR sources say that holding the dam against Caesar's Legion has become their main strategic priority, and this move would not be unexpected.
Going to be headed anyways.
One more story for you. Traders from California are being turned away from Mojave Outpost where the NCR is concerned about dangers along Nipton Highway and I-15. That's the news. This is Mr. New Vegas filling in for Mr. New Vegas. Ladies and gentlemen, this next song goes out from me to you.
Like a shooting star, you appeared before me. Where have you been all at once I found.
Maybe I'll go clean up my pockets a little bit. Go here. And then we'll go on our adventure. I'd like a couple more people. I'm sure the regulars would like to be here for this. So, I might put it off a little bit.
Feeling thirsty?
I am actually feeling thirsty. Good call, Sam.
If this is a dream, let me keep on dreaming. Where have you been?
You bet.
Hey!
Until the moment we met, I had no.
We're gonna have to wait till morning to see the people I'm looking for, so let's do that.
Just everything to be my own true love. If this is a dream, let me keep on dreaming. Where have you been all my life? Play the guitar, play it again, my Johnny. Maybe you're cold, but you're so warm inside. I was always a fool for my Johnny, for the one they call Johnny Guitar.
Those lead. I've still got guns and ammo if you need them.
Johnny Guitar. What if you go? What if you stay? I love you. What if you're cruel? You can be kind. I know. There was never a man like my Johnny, like the one they call Johnny Guitar.
Okay. Had to take a quick break. Forgot to post anything on social to let everybody know that we're back up and running.
Like the one they call Johnny Guitar.
Yeah, okay. I'll take those.
Play it again.
I think I left my missile launcher in Big Mountain.
You're listening to Radio New Vegas, your little jukebox in the Mojave Wasteland. I am Mr. New Vegas, and I'm here for you.
I already have a
This
lot of ammo
just
for
in.
those.
Several witnesses report a vertibird flying in from the northeast. One of them, using binoculars, claimed it was being flown by a group of old men.
Let's see
Move
what
it
this
on.
guy's got.
Good
Ah,
Springs
hello.
has fended
Welcome
off
back.
a mob of escaped
Thank you
convicts
for
at
joining us.
Still making a nuisance of yourself?
Always.
According to an old man,
You might be onto something. I like to hang on to any weapons mods I run across. Take a look.
you know,
What do you got?
sometimes the journey beats the
What
destination.
do I need again?
And especially if your spurs go jingle, jangle, jingle, and
Yeah.
you meet some nice gals along the way.
That's what I want. Sounds fun. Got anything else I want?
As I go riding merrily along,
Take those two.
sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single? And that song ain't so very far from wrong. Oh, Lily Bell, oh, little
All fun options.
Thanks.
though I may have done some fooling, this is why I never fell. 'Cause I got spurs that jingle.
The orders for service rifles and ammunition have been
Okay.
pouring in from McCarran so fast we can't keep up. Hell of a fight is coming.
They sing, oh, ain't
Hi, how are you today?
This is interesting. Just a little filler.
Hello, ma'am. I hope you're doing fine today.
Well, how polite.
I don't have a mama or papa anymore. I see them sometimes when I take off my medicine, but they can't stay. I'm pretty used to being on my own. Oh, I don't sell things, ma'am. I sell thoughts. I can take off my medicine and do some thinking. People say it's real interesting. I don't know because I never hear it. Some people say that it's a gift. Other people say it's the kind of thinking anyone could do if they watched more than they talked. I don't know which is true. I see a lot. I think a lot. There's a lot to hear through the 188, too. That maybe accounts for the thinking. This thing on my head is headache medicine. It works real good, except I can't think when it's on. Really think, I mean. Great! What do you want me to think about? I can think about you, here, or everywhere. What do you want? Okay, let me take off my medicine. Your face does the thinking. 2 to the skull, yet 1 gets up. Odds are against you, but they're just numbers after the 2 to 1. You're playing the hand you've been dealt, but you don't let it rest. You shuffle and stack, and a gamble. A gamble that may pay off, but how? Forecast? Rapidly changing conditions. A lot of thinking. Most of it in your face. It's almost shouting at me. Sorry if I said anything weird. Sure. Let me take off my medicine. Bull and bear over the dam at each other's throats. But a light from Vegas? Balls spinning on the wheel. More than 2 at the table. Placing bets. All lose in different ways. A dam of corpses. Towns of corpses. Scattered across the sand. But whose? In what shares? Even the dealer doesn't know. Forecast, a rain of blood will flood the desert and not purify it. Blah. Thinking about everywhere always makes me feel a little sick.
So I think that whole prediction is about the second Battle of Hoover Dam.
Photos of the so-called Lake Mead monster are grainy and underexposed.
I need to take off my medicine. Local. The here and now. Little of interest. Things to buy. False hopes and regrets watered down. Washed down in dirty glasses. With regret comes a girl. Smiling sad. Brown robe. Name Veronica. Half here. Wraps her and her heart up like a pack. In the pack. A key, some say. Forecast. Cloudy with a chance of friendship. Ouch. Thinking small only hurts a little, but it's a sharp pain.
So that is him directing you towards Veronica as a companion.
Thinking hurts you too? Aw, I wish I could let you have the one on my head, but I can't. It hurts real bad when I don't wear it. That's not junk. That's other people's thoughts. People had to think to make them, and the thoughts got stuck inside. I need other people's thoughts to fill my head when I'm not thinking myself. Otherwise, it's kind of empty. Oh, I don't know anything, ma'am. I just think it, and then I don't. Sorry, ma'am. All that thinking has made my head hurt. I don't think I'll be doing any thinking for a long time.
Okay. That was about all there was to be gained from down here. So... this should prove adventurous.
I've been doing this longer than you, pal. I've been doing this longer than you, pal.
Okay. We're going this-ish way. I think we might be on the wrong side of town to run into the NCR. But they'll have a quest for us. Well, hello. It's going quite well, thank you. How are you doing today? We're kind of just warming up here. I think we need to go over this bridge to find the NCR who have a quest for us in here. They're around here somewhere. Yeah, they're there. That can happen sometimes. Lonesome Road can get a little sketchy. Okay, there should be troopers somewhere that have an actual mission for me. Where are they?
For such as you
I was pretty sure this is where they should have been. Are they dead? Didn't see any bodies.
Just as sure as you live. Something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give. When an irrepressible smile such as yours warms an old implacable heart.
I don't think they should be dead. Maybe they're somewhere else.
Don't say no, 'cause I insist.
Guess my eyes weren't playing tricks after all. I've been doing this longer than you, pal.
Who knows what the fates have in store?
Brought Raoul to fight a bunch of ghouls.
Mysterious sky.
He seems to be handling them alright.
I'll try hard, ignoring those lips I adore. But
Oh no, that's very unfortunate. That's a shitty situation.
Fight it with all of our might. Chances are some heavenly star-spangled night.
Yeah, I didn't think you could repair something with the armor that you were wearing.
Let's dance.
But I mean, I must be wrong.
Something's gotta give.
The stealth suit is quite handy in its own way, although it is quite annoying.
You're her, and you're still as perfect as the day we met. And now the news. Patrons of the Ultralux are questioning whether its pricey restaurant, the Gourmand, is overstating the fullness of its wait list. Those who claim to have dined at the restaurant find the food appealing, but say many tables remain empty.
With my cataracts,
Moving on.
you only sort of look.
Refugees at Bitter Springs are giving startling accounts of the legate known as Lannius, who is said to be Caesar's top field commander. One refugee told us the legate took over an underperforming squad of troops by beating its commander to death in full view of everyone. The legate then ordered a tenth of his own force be killed by the other 9/10. And you thought your boss was a pain. That news was brought to you by the Tops Casino.
This way doesn't seem to be
You
leading
dig
me
us, baby. We're the
towards
Tops.
the NCR, but I
Got
might
some
as well head
Dean
over
Martin
and
coming
grab
up.
this location.
Talking about the greatest feeling in the world. Love. Ain't that a
Oof,
kick in
that
the
sounds like a
head?
challenge.
Sure is. Dino, it sure is.
The Stimpaks and medics are nice. As long as she's not being overly wasteful with them.
I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in the boat?
Okay, there should be some scorpions.
If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. I've sunshine enough to spread.
Something to fight over here, but I don't think there's anything
I've
really
been doing this
exciting
longer
to
than
find.
you, pal.
Ain't no kick in the head.
Don't die. It's always good advice. Solid advice for every situation.
Once said, ain't that a kick in the head?
Hello, Biggins.
Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in a boat?
Yes, in-game and real life, those are very good rules. Don't die. Take the stims, don't die.
My life is gonna be beautiful. She's telling me we'll be wed. She's picked out a king-size bed. I
What
couldn't
do you got?
feel any better, or I'd be sick. Tell me
Not bad. Missiles in there. Sweet. I actually have to grab my missile launcher from somewhere. It's either in somebody's pocket back at the Lucky 38, or it's in Big
Time
Mountain.
for more fighting. I know. Okay.
Welcome back to the program. This is Mr. New Vegas, and I hope I'm not coming on too strong. And
Haven't
now
saved
the
in a while,
news.
might as well do that.
Refugees at Bitter Springs are giving startling accounts of the legate known as Lanius, who is said to be Caesar's top field commander. One refugee told us the legate took over an underperforming squad of troops
You're
by
always
beating
cucumbered?
its commander to death in full view of everyone.
I knew what you
The
meant.
legate then ordered a tenth of his own force be killed
It
by
was
the
just
other
really
9
funny
tenths.
trying to think of what
And you
cucumbered could
thought your boss
possibly
was a
mean.
pain. In addition, the King's Gang in Freeside has put an official end to the hostilities with the NCR. An RNV reporter was on hand to speak with the King.
I feel so bad. I think it's time we reconsider, baby.
Stay classy, New Vegas. Got a song for you now. It's about a guy who's cold on the exterior, but deep down, you know, he's a good man. And his name is Johnny Guitar.
Alright. Cleared up all that rad sickness. Good stuff.
Play the guitar, play it again.
I don't know, but it sounds like it was an entertaining thing wherever you heard it.
Maybe you're cold, but you're so warm.
I can't remember if there's anything really good to pick up over here, but I think there's some decent stuff. Not over in that corner. That's pretty decent loot.
Johnny Guitar, what if you go? What if you stay? I love you. What if you're
And I don't remember there being anything good over there.
You can be kind. I know.
Nope. This character's got no mods on right now, actually.
Was never a man like my Johnny, like the one they call Johnny Guitar.
I usually play in first person too, but I feel like I get less dizzy when I play long term like this than I do when I play in first person. I don't know if it's actually the third person perspective or if it just depends on the day. Ah yes, we were discussing that yesterday actually. I think it's got pretty reasonable potential. I think now that Microsoft owns Bethesda, we have the opportunity to put them back together with Obsidian, and they have opportunities to work with people that could actually put out like another really good Fallout game. One that actually feels like a Fallout game, maybe even one that functions.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. New Vegas. Thank you very, very much for listening.
yeah, you didn't know that?
Top
That's
stories.
a thing.
Listeners have been unable to pick up radio broadcasts from Black Mountain recently. Most are calling the static, quote, a welcome improvement. Moving on. Rumors persist about a super mutant refuge nestled high in the ski lodge to the northwest. If you should find it, do not, repeat, do not belittle a super mutant for taking the bunny slope. Boy, the Mojave Wasteland is just a fascinating place, isn't it? You never know what's going to happen next. In New Vegas, we know the pain that numbers can bring us. Well, so does Guy Mitchell, who's got heartaches by the number.
I think somewhere else in a sort of this way direction should be another cave we're gonna need today.
I've got heartaches by the number. I love that I can't feel. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end. Heartache number one was when you left me. I never knew I
It's a pretty steep mountain.
and heartache number two was
Fire gecko. Exactly what I expected to find here.
every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number.
Slay the Spire. That's a game? I don't think I've heard of this one.
The day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end.
Jump into an abyss and discover a location. Cool. And there's something else over here. We already got the location that we needed.
When you called me and said that you were coming back to stay. With hopeful heart I waited for you, knocked on the door.
Something up there, perhaps?
You must have lost your way.
probably not a bad time to save now that we found what we were looking for. Hey! Welcome to the stream, thanks for popping in. I wonder if I can sneak down here without dying. Yeah. That's one thing Bethesda's really good about. You can jump off the side of a mountain, and as long as you kind of skim it, you don't even take damage.
Hey, it's Mr. New Vegas letting you know I've got a new Christmas compilation coming out soon. Nuclear Winter Wonderland. Look for it on holotape. We've got some news for you coming right up. A big congratulations to a young band of soldiers who shattered NCR records on a combat readiness evaluation at Camp Golf. Go get 'em, guys. In other news, Gomorrah is under new management after the sudden departure of Omerta bosses Nero and Big Sol. The casino's new manager spoke to reporters.
I like to dream that it's a real possibility.
Before he left, Nero told me him and Big Sol were real tired, see? Said they were gonna go camping up at Lake Mead.
It's gonna come down to whether everybody can get along and actually get it made and make it a good game.
Boy, the Mojave Wasteland is just a fascinating place, isn't it? You never know what's gonna happen next. You know,
wow, that's impressive. I don't think I've ever won a hand of caravan.
And especially if your spurs go jingle, jangle, jingle, and you meet some nice gals along the way.
Sometimes I stop in and play a hand of 21 with Festus. But I'm not real big on the caravan. Well, we've become fairly sufficiently distanced and distracted from our goal. We discovered lots of other things on our way, but that wasn't the goal. But I didn't locate the NCR Rangers that should have a quest. The NCR place, when I got there, is empty. I feel pretty certain that they should be here to give me a quest. But I'm thinking maybe they're dead. I don't see any people markers around. They're supposed to come like right up and approach you as you come up to the camp. Oops. I'm fairly certain I already checked the other side. Oh, cool! I've still never played Tarkov, but it looks really hard. It's one of those games that won't actually play on my laptop. But I watched some of my friends play. There's only so many places that I could look and expect to find those rangers, if they're alive.
I got spurs that jingle, I got spurs that jingle, jangle, as I go riding merrily along. And they sing, oh, ain't you glad?
They should have been just outside of town, on either one side or the other. Like, that's where they always are. So I'm thinking maybe they're just not here. Which is weird. They were there last time. I just couldn't do the actual quest because they wanted me dead and shot me in the face. But this time I was pretty sure everything was still good and ready for me to do this one.
It's me again, Mr. New Vegas, reminding you that you're nobody till somebody loves you, and that somebody is me. I love you. This just in. NCR Correctional Facility is now under prisoner control following a successful riot. Locals should avoid
I can see how it
anyone
would
who
be
looks
sort
like
of an
they've
addicting
done
kind of
time.
game.
In addition, rumors persist about a super mutant refuge nestled high in the ski lodge to the northwest.
Thank you,
If you
go
should
for it.
find it, do not, repeat, do not belittle a super mutant for taking the bunny slope. Today's headlines were brought to you by Prem. Prem, the other New Vegas. And now, I'd like to play one of my very favorite songs for you.
Love me as though there were no tomorrow. Take me out of this world tonight. Take me, make me forget my sorrow. So when I wake tomorrow.
Okay, so Camp Searchlight was kind of a bust, but we're gonna go on a little adventure. I was waiting to see how many of the regulars would show up, and now that some of you guys are here, we can go for a little mini quest. Do you guys know where we're going? I'll be very impressed with anybody who can guess where we're going before we get there.
Don't ever let me go.
I'll be equally impressed if I actually get there. Hey, I did it.
Love me as though there were no tomorrow.
What's up? Oh boy. They almost killed me. How rude. Oh, they got me. I should have saved. The alien captain guy is actually pretty tough. Okay, well. We have to do the short walk part again, but now you guys know where we're headed. So, if you're trying to find it because it's not marked, you start at the Brooks Tumbleweed Ranch and pretty much go straight east. So today, what we are touring for Tuesday is that I'm going to start the Thorn quest, and we're gonna go through and do those. And then after we kill the legendary Deathclaw, that will kick off the rest of our legendary hunt, and we're gonna go kill all the legendary creatures today. I think I might have already killed the bloatfly, but I'm pretty sure I left all the rest of them, because I like to hunt them all down in one fell swoop. feel like I took on the bloatfly a lot earlier in the game, like quite a while ago. Not a terrible idea to save when you get here, because they are stronger than you might expect a little Wild Wasteland alien to be.
Get up, Arth. I mean,
stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip.
Alien blaster.
I've been doing this.
So this here is a Wild Wasteland. If they're not here, there's some other camp or something up there. But isn't this more exciting?
He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip, and he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Six.
Oh, there he is. I knew there was a third one somewhere.
And that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though he was 24. And the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more.
No, you can't go inside the ship.
Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around.
It's just for the looky looks.
Was in Arizona Ranger.
I can't even remember if you can actually get all the way up there.
He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead. And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. After Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried before were dead.
Let's see if we can find a way up there. I don't think we can go up there. It's like off the map.
21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
So I think
the morning passed so quickly it was time for
this
them to
region
meet.
here, I can't remember if there's anything up there you can actually get to.
It was 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from
But anyways,
the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome
that's the
ranger
aliens
was
for ya.
about to meet his death. About to meet his death.
Good times and stuff.
There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play.
No, I'm fairly certain that you can't get up to the ship. This is an impassable wall. I think this is outside the game zone. I could be wrong. Maybe there's just a way in that I'm not aware of. But I think that's a map cutoff zone.
It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round.
So
there before them lay the body of the
this is our next stop.
Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip.
Yeah,
when he tried to
it's like, I mean, I know it makes sense to put a wall that you could see past because that's how life looks. But it's so frustrating when you're like, I can see some stuff over the ridge and I can never go there. Even if it's not something exciting. Need to go around the other side.
The NCR took back Nelson. Maybe they can win this war after all.
I'm like 90% sure we haven't done these yet. Not this round, anyway.
I'd remember if I had seen you here before.
Ah.
I'm sure of it. What do you want?
So, she concurs. Oh, those are the ones that are in the quarry. The mother and the alpha. Yeah, they're kind of dicks. But it's a fun adventure. I like to, you know, just take all the drugs and run at them and see what happens. Fun fact. I found out that if you're playing as a female character and you try to like bang Red Lucy, there's this glitch where she gets into bed and the screen goes black, and then she wakes up, or you wake up, and then she just stays in bed forever and never gets up again. Because, I don't know, you just rocked her world so hard or something. But she won't get up out of bed, and you can never do anything at the Thorn again. She just lays in bed like a lazy ass for the rest of the playthrough. And I think she only does that, like it's a female character glitch, because she'll just get up out of bed and be done with it with male characters. I used the Share La Femme perk, the one that lets you hit on like all the women. So that's not like a standard option for her, and I think that's where the glitch came in.
The clamor of our bloodthirsty crowds reaches every corner of the Wasteland. But I'll pretend that your ignorance doesn't offend me, stranger. This is the Thorn. Here's where the strong make a name for themselves, and the weak are fed to the jaws of hell. You can bet on the contenders. Or, if you have what it takes, be one of the contenders. Be warned. The Thorn demands respect. Break the rules, or offend me in any way, and I'll gut you open for all to see.
Nothing particular that I can remember, but I know she definitely hits on you. Can't remember what she says though.
What do you want to know? Even if I trusted you, I'd not share my secrets just for your pretty face, stranger. The Thorn's a sacred ground, a source of awe. Here we truly rule over the forces of nature, for once. These beasts are slaves to their instincts and hunger for blood. That's a good enough answer for everyone. And it'll do for you, too.
Then she would say nothing, because there was no scene. She lays down in bed, the screen goes black, and then it unblacks and you're standing there and she's still laying in bed. Like, bitch, you didn't do it. So, I'm gonna go with, if there is dialogue, I don't know what it is, because she glitches out on me and I don't hear any dialogue. Yeah. It's just like, the scene is cut out and the rest of her program, she just stays in the bed, waiting for you to bang her. And no matter how many times you try, it's never good enough for her. She won't get out of bed. No, it's like a right before kind of glitch, or a during glitch. Because it goes to like, switch to the scene, and then it just doesn't. It skips to the end. And yeah, it's bullshit. And then you can't fight anything at the Thorn anymore, and you can't place bets. You can't even start a new conversation with her, because all she does is tell you to come to bed, or you can leave. It's nonsense.
Our creatures come from the farthest reaches of the Wasteland. The Thorn takes care of them, until the time to spill their blood comes. We constantly replenish our stock to keep this holy ground soaked red. Only a few brave ones ever earn the honor of serving the Thorn. Think you have what it takes? All right. Prove your worth, and I'll reward your service. The Thorn needs newborn specimens that will one day grow to honor us with their blood. Bring me a dozen giant mantis's eggs. If you accomplish this, I might gift you with greater tasks in the future.
Well, I mean, if you have the right perks, all the characters are pansexual. And then there's James Garrett. He's into the weird shit. Ghoul cowboys and all that good stuff. Fisto Roboto, the sex bot. Yeah, she's the only one with the glitch. I don't know what's up with that. But all the other characters, it's not an issue. Like, I haven't encountered this glitch with anyone else.
So be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell.
Sorry, guys. Biggs decided he needed to chew up something that was very much not for him. But I don't think he actually wrecked the important parts, so should be okay.
You'll find egg-carrying mantises in the Wasteland. But a wise hunter would search the mantis's breeding ground, like the nearby ruins of Vault 22.
I mean, it's kind of a shrine. This is the Star Wars section of my shrine, which is being slowly invaded by G Fuel Fallout weapons, such as this bad boy, and Ninja Turtle weapons. But yeah, that's my nerd shrine. Pick a fandom, I might have at least one thing from most people's favorite fandom laying around the house somewhere. That's like maybe a sixth, maybe a little bit more than that, of my total nerd shrine collection. So on here I've got like 1, 2, 3, 6, 9. I think I've got 22 Funko Pops on this shelf. And that's about a third of them, maybe. Probably less. I have a whole bunch that don't fit within the frame of my screen, and most of my stuff is in storage right now because I had to move a while ago, and I haven't had anywhere to actually unpack all my stuff in my new place. So these are just some of my favorites.
Welcome back to the Mr. New Vegas show. The show with, in my opinion, which I respect, the best looking audience around. Somebody prove me wrong? More
that is what you have for Funko Pops? That sounds pretty cool. Jody the Elf, that's the girl from Elf, the movie, right?
Before he left, Nero told me him and Big Saul were real tight, see? Said they were gonna go
Most of the ones I have on this shelf are Star Wars. And then I've got the Princess Bride cast and Grease up there that you probably can't see. And I've got some Disney ones down here. And then, oh, I forgot to count these guys in my total because they're out of their cases right now. This is Kaylee. And then I've got a Zoe Washburn over here too. And a couple other ones that I forgot to count that are currently out of their boxes. Yeah, Zoe Deschanel. I almost didn't even realize that it was her when I watched that movie because she looked so different as a blonde. I started watching it the first time I saw it and I was like, wow, she seems awfully familiar. She looks just like Zoe Deschanel, but not. And then I looked it up and I'm like, wow! Blonde hair makes you a whole new person. I never really got into The Walking Dead, so I didn't know those ones. That explains the characters I don't know. I don't think she's ever done anything else with blonde hair. It was really mind-boggling. Yes, I'm pretty sure everyone knows who Gandalf is. I am not a Doctor Who fan, Whovians, whatever the term is for that, but I do, of course, at least know what the TARDIS is. I've seen a couple episodes, but I don't know where to start watching. And there's a whole lot of it to catch up on. It's like a daunting amount of television to catch up on. So, that one's been on the back burner of my list for a while. That, I'm not sure who that is. Arya Stark. That one I don't know. Unrelated to Tony Stark, I imagine.
You've got yourself a deal. So long, stranger.
This is Radio New Vegas, and I'm your host, Mr. New Vegas. And in case you're wondering if you've come to the right place, you have. All the latest news coming your way right now. Several witnesses report a vertibird flying in from the northeast, one of them using binoculars. Claimed it was being flown by a group of old men. One more story for you. Rumors continue to swell that
Game of
Mr. House,
Thrones,
the father
of course.
of New Vegas,
That's another
passed
one
away.
that, like,
Who will
I
fill
watched
the
an
power
episode
vacuum on
once
the
and I
strip
didn't hate it,
remains uncertain. These headlines were
but I
brought
also
to you
never
by
watched another
Vault
episode.
21. Vault 21.
Eventually I
Everything's
might
better
watch it and
when
catch up
you
on everything
experience
now that it's, like,
in a vault.
over
now,
and
I'd like to play one
everything's
of my
out.
very favorite songs.
And binge the whole thing in order.
To the town of our free rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say.
Here we go.
No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had
Okay, I guess we're doing this.
I heard that it did not end at all the way people would have liked it to.
It was
I didn't read too much into it because I didn't want spoilers in case I decide to watch it someday. But I heard that the ending didn't go over well.
And he's here to do some business with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. In this town there lived
Probably got enough eggs to finish this off, stashed away somewhere without actually going and looking for them. But I've already cleared out everything in the vault there is to fight, I think. So, why not? Let me in. To be fair.
Was in Arizona Ranger wouldn't be too long in town.
Well, that seems like a valid point. I am a Letterkenny fan. Oh, that's awesome. I never meet other people who get my Letterkenny jokes. But me and my roommate do that all the time. Mid-sentence. To be fair. Oh, that's such a great show.
21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past.
I've made a few people go and like watch through a bunch of the clips trying to get them to watch it. I bought the DVDs because they had them at Walmart. And I had only seen the clips online, and then one day I saw it at Walmart, and I was like, oh my god, yes! So I picked up a bunch of seasons over the last couple years, and I really like that show. All my stuff just came crashing down off my shelf. Just got attacked by a gun. And the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron. I like Bonnie McMurray. She's funny. My kind of gal. I use their lines so often and no one ever gets my jokes. So many people don't know the answer when you say, how are you now? Ooh. I found some tiny books in my lap. This is what happens when my shelf explodes at me. I don't know. I think almost on a daily basis, I find at least one person to say some sort of Letterkenny line to. Not so bad and good and you are both acceptable responses to how are you now. Both acceptable responses. I feel like is that what you appreciate about me is one that comes up for me a lot. I like that one. Where do I need to go? Pest control? But yeah, the answer I was looking for was good and you. A lot of them are actually really funny outside the show too, like they're comedians. They did a comedy tour at one point, I think, together. But they're also, like, they do comedy specials and stuff separately, and they're really funny people, all of them. So funny. Even the ones that are not, like, their humor style on the show doesn't quite match their comedy style. I'm not fully caught up. I think I'm caught up to season 6? However many I could acquire from Walmart. That should take care of the healing. Okay, this is the floor with the right tunnel.
When an irresistible force such as you meets an old immovable object like me,
we will go through
you can
here,
bet just as sure as you live,
and there will be new mantises and fresh eggs.
Something's gotta give, something's gotta give.
Or we will go the wrong way.
An irrepressible smile such as yours warms an old implacable heart such as mine. Don't say no, 'cause I insist. Somewhere, somehow, someone's gonna get kissed. So on guard.
Well, then I definitely need to catch up on that last episode. There, this feels like it's the right way. Yeah, we're just back here because we're doing the Thorn quest. So I'm just grabbing the mantis eggs and then we're out of here.
But how long can anyone cry? Fight it with all of our might.
Alright. Now we can hop back to the Thorn.
Heavenly star-spangled night.
This way.
We'll find out as sure as we live. Something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to me, Mr. New Vegas, and you look extraordinarily beautiful right now.
There we go.
Whoops, better put on my newsman fedora here. Rumors persist about a super mutant refuge nestled high in the ski lodge to the northwest. If you should find it, do not, repeat, do not belittle a super mutant for taking the money.
Yes, actually we were discussing that earlier today. We can't do the smoochy smoochy with Red Lucy.
Turned away from Mojave Outpost where the NCR is concerned about dangers along Nipton Highway and I-15.
I mean, like, more power to you if you want to try and see if it doesn't glitch out on you when you guys try it.
Everything's better when you
really just make sure you have a previous save to go back to.
In New Vegas, we know the pain that numbers can bring us. Well, so does Guy Mitchell,
well,
who's got
does that mean I have to be light as a feather if she's stiff as a board? Get out of here! Stop chewing on things, Binks. Chew your toys, please. These are not for you. He's being a naughty boy today. He's rascal. Yeah, rascal. Chewing stuff that's not for puppies. I take it you've not seen the movie, you don't get the light as a feather, stiff as a board reference. I know, right? Children have magic powers, I swear. I was definitely 100% sure I was a witch when I was a kid.
I hear the Great Khans got massacred again. No survivors this time, though. Welcome back, stranger.
Fair enough. For some people, just understanding that it's a movie reference, that's close enough.
Do you have good news for the Thorn? Good work, stranger. The Thorn will nurture these eggs until their hatchlings are ready to bleed for us. Here's a compensation for your service. I trust that we're in agreement over it. You speak the truth, stranger. And the Thorn lives by the justice that honor and strength dispense. Here's a more fitting sum. Bring me a dozen rad scorpion eggs. I'll see to it that you're rewarded fairly.
Well, that gets you bonus points, because a lot of people haven't seen Letterkenny. So, you know, you're winning your own category.
The eggs I seek are not easy to find, stranger. Your best chances are in the mountains north of Good Springs and west from Quarry Junction.
Yeah, I don't have Hulu. I have Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Disney. For a while, I had the... what is it? CBS All Access, because I thought it would give me all the Star Trek shows. But apparently, that's not available in Canada. So, I got rid of that one. Definitely seems the type. No, I don't think Hulu has any Disney. If they did before, they probably don't now. Disney's got their own thing now, so they're pulling everything they own from every other service. Some of it's coming back slowly, but they're pulling everything. Yeah, streaming in Canada is, like, it's totally different than what streams in the States, and it's very disappointing. There are many things on all the platforms that I want to be watching, but I can't watch them in Canada. And I'm like, I just want to give you my money so I can watch TV. And they don't want my money because they won't give me the shows I want. Like, I got CBS All Access because it, like, their whole advertising campaign was that it was how you could watch Picard. And I really, 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 really wanted to watch Picard, like, the day it started. And I still haven't seen it because I have to find somewhere to actually watch it or buy it or something, because there's nowhere to stream it in Canada. And I'm like, we're just sitting in here being cold all winter. We need good shows, people. Come on. We need something to do in our 17 months of winter a year.
Now the stranger started talking, made it plain.
Disney has some issues.
Was in Arizona, ranger wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an
can't stream it on Kodi. What are we talking about? Are we talking about Picard? You can't stream on Kodi?
after Texas Red.
Or like, are we talking anything Disney?
The story was relayed to Texas Red.
Ah.
But the outlaw didn't worry,
well,
men that tried before.
Yet another thing I can check off the list of options that might let me actually watch
20
it.
men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger.
It's like they want me to illegally watch everything, because they just won't give me a legal way to watch it. Oh, I don't know. I don't have a Cody box, if you're asking.
It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street.
Yeah, I've never actually looked into it. I kind of just figured I would buy it, but I don't think I've seen it come out anywhere yet.
So long, stranger.
There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play.
Alright, we can head out of here again.
The swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today.
Gonna eat the next fucking rat I see.
And the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground.
Oh yeah, a lot of the Marvel shows actually were really good.
He might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
You're thinking the ones that were on Netflix?
The one you can see for miles? I hear it ain't sealed up no
What were
more.
those?
When he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
Huh. I have to do some more looking into what all was actually canceled. I'm a little bit behind on my TV stuff.
I know it's stupid to be mad about the boy. I'm so ashamed of it, but must admit the sleepless nights I've had about the boy. Silver spoon.
I don't think it's gonna let me climb up here. I need to be on the other side of this.
Swear that here and there are traces of the cat about the boy.
Well, we'll come down from the cemetery. That'll be easier. Yeah, I didn't get into all of them, but I did really enjoy the ones that I watched. I had trouble getting into Daredevil. The first bit of like the first season, I just found kind of boring. It was just really slow paced or something. I couldn't get through it. I heard that it got better after you got through the first like half a season, but I don't think I made it that far. I really enjoyed Jessica Jones and Luke Cage though. And Iron Fist was a really good show. It got kind of shit on by like everybody because they kind of really screwed up the whole canon angle on Iron Fist, but it was still a really good show. I was really excited for Punisher, and then I only watched like one episode, and then I kind of forgot to finish watching it. I've not been into the quarry yet. That's one of the options for the last step of this quest. Red Lucy will send you to either take her eggs or to go to the cave where the legendary lives. We might end up doing both. My plan was to go to the cave because I'm gonna kill the legendary, and then from there we're gonna roll into killing all of the other legendaries. I think I already did the bloatfly. So we'll have the Deathclaw, and then there's still 3 more to get after that. There's a Cazador, a Night Stalker, and a Gecko. Oh no, I have to go to the cavern. It's where the legendary lives. It's part of the plan. I'm halfway through the DLCs. I did Honest Hearts and Big Mountain so far. On Friday, I'm going to be starting the Sierra Madre. Oh, I won't get Eatson. He's gonna get Eatson. I don't actually know the gender of the legendary. I don't know if it's gendered. But we gonna go kill it. And then we're gonna kill all the other legendaries. And they're gonna suck it and become stew. Ah, there's one over here, that's why it won't let me travel. Oh, you tell by the horns. That's smart.
Get up, boss.
Okay, that should be all the enemies in the way of my travel. My pockets are looking a little full, but I think we should be okay for now. No. There.
Hey, it's Mr. New Vegas letting you know I've got a new Christmas compilation coming out soon. Nuclear Winter Wonderland. Look for it on holotape.
Well.
All the latest news coming your way right now.
I didn't know that that's how you determine
there's been little contact between
the gender of the Deathclaw.
In recent days, causing concerns.
So much learning.
Isolated town may be in trouble. Moving on. Good Springs has fended off a mob of escaped convicts after organizing an impromptu militia. This, according to an old man armed to the teeth with dynamite.
I mean...
And that's the news.
You can do it in that order.
We know the pain that numbers can
You
bring.
don't have to.
Well, so
there's not a
Guy
right
Mitchell,
order to do it in.
Heartaches by the number.
Thanks for the new follow. Sorry about the delayed response on that. I was checking up on what I was missing in the chat there. Ooh, mini nuke is fun. Maybe I'll pick up my missile launcher before I go to Deadwind Cavern, just for fun. Still can't remember where I left it.
Going to stay down here until all the trouble outside blows over.
Well, I don't have the Fat Man. I already have a missile launcher.
Welcome back, stranger. Do you have good news for the Thorn? Good work, stranger. The Thorn will nurture these eggs until their hatchlings are ready to bleed for us. Here's a compensation for your service. I trust that we're in agreement over it. You're proving your worth to the Thorn. I hope these extra caps are sufficient to demonstrate my fairness.
No, this is the Thorn. There's no other humans in Old World Blues. None like this that you can physically speak to. This is just base game quest. Red Lucy runs the Thorn, the underground fighting ring for monsters.
Bring me a dozen fire gecko eggs. This great challenge will earn you a matching reward.
No. Nope, it's not a DLC. So we're right here, the Thorn, right beside the west side south entrance. Up here in the top left.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's just a standard quest.
This is Mr. New Vegas.
She sends you to get monster eggs, and you can also fight monsters or bet on monster fights.
A hostage crisis between
I can
the NCR
show you guys how that works when I come back. It's a pretty cool place. Like down here is a fighting ring, so you can volunteer to fight against various creatures. Right now we're bringing her eggs to raise, and she will teach them to fight.
For troop morale. Mojave?
It's kind of a fun side quest.
Am I right? Got some Dean Martin coming
This is what it looks like on the outside.
Talking about the greatest feeling in the world. Love. Ain't that a kick in the head?
It's a cool place to kill some time.
Tino, it sure is.
What am I doing right now? Ah.
I kissed her, she kissed me. Like a fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black.
Okay, we'll try from here.
I hugged her, she hugged back. Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in a boat?
I've started... Just do that. I started playing Fallout 4, but I haven't done a whole lot of it yet. And when I finish this playthrough, I was thinking I might do a Fallout 3 playthrough. I've never played it myself before, I've only watched other people play. So, that's my game plan. I haven't actually played any of the other Fallout games. It's just this one and 4. Well, and the pocket one for your phone, but that wasn't really a Fallout game. Well, thank you for the follow. I have to see whether my computer will actually stream Fallout 4. I'm using like an old HP Pavilion. It's definitely not a gaming laptop or anything. So I don't know if my graphics capabilities will actually allow me to stream Fallout 4. But you know, if you really, really, really want me to play Fallout 4, you could contribute on Patreon towards my laptop upgrade. And then it will be much sooner that I will be able to play higher quality games. Yeah, actually the aliens that we went to see earlier in this game they're just a wild wasteland thing that you can stop and see, but they're like an Easter egg reference to the Mothership Zeta? Or something like that, I think it's called, is the DLC for Fallout 3. I'm actually really excited to start playing Fallout 3 and check out some of the stuff.
And in case you're wondering if you've come to the right place,
I don't know, honestly. I bought it, I played it like one day. I need to do some more looking into it, but I know that my computer was having quite the struggle just to run it without streaming it.
NCR sources say that holding the dead against Caesar's Legion has
so I don't think it would look good on a
priority,
stream. I think it would be very choppy and unfortunate to watch.
One more story for you. Rumors persist about
partially
a
why
super
Fallout New
refuge
Vegas is one of the only things I'm actually playing right now.
If you should find it, do not, repeat, do not belittle a super mutant for taking the bunny slope. Well, that's all I have for you. This is Mr. New Vegas wishing you ladylike luck tonight.
Get up, boss.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I mean,
this
that
next
fits
song
with the
goes
schedule.
out from me to you.
All of them? They camouflage pretty well in this general area. Something else over here. Quit your bouncing around. The running backwards thing, I think, is a pre-built Call of Duty Zombies response. It's just what my fingers do when I start fighting, because that was how it's a bit of an overpowered weapon, but it does make things... This is also Elijah's, so it's even a little bit more powerful than the regular ones. This one here. It's a pretty good weapon. But yeah, running backwards is like, if you run backwards, the zombies pile up in front of you, kind of like Raoul is doing, and then you just bam, 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 bam.
If it weren't for that maniacal gleam in your eye.
Figured if it works for zombies, it should work for anything. It works especially well for the stupid animals that just run straight at you. I should heal before we start this conversation. Yeah, we finished that DLC recently. Ah! Shit. So that happened. Yep. That's the guy. Okay, so this is the last place we remembered to save. Good to know. Fun stuff.
My life is gonna be beautiful. I've sunshine enough to spread. It's just like
so we're doing this again.
Tell me quick, ain't love a kick?
Guess my eyes weren't playing tricks after all. Let's dance.
I mean, it probably would be. It would be very frustrating. Infinitely reloading guns would be very much a type of hell. What am I doing right now? Why do I have this open? remember why. Oh, I remember now. I meant to be saving. Ha ha ha. I mean, I used to be a professional housekeeper. I had a company, so I cleaned.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. New Vegas here. You're all so great, and we're gonna keep you listening all day. All the latest news coming your way right now. Residents of Novak were running for cover following the failed launch of 3 rockets from the Repcon.
Such a good song, right?
Possible causes suggested were engineering mistakes, century-old equipment, and the fact that the rockets were piloted by a cult of crazy ghouls. One more story for you. The NCR flag has been hoisted over former Legion outpost Nelson after heavy fighting. NCR officials are calling this a big win for troop morale. The news has been brought to you by the Vicky and Vance Casino.
Johnny Guitar is a pretty good one too.
Be our partners in crime. Ladies and gentlemen, this
I love the
next
whole
song goes out
soundtrack.
from me to you.
Like, these are even songs that, some of them were songs that I loved before I started playing Fallout, because I just love old school stuff. Classic music. Bing Crosby.
Dream about tomorrow instead. Dream, sweetly dream.
Okay.
Swinging with the man in the moon. Why don't you go?
Yeah, the video will end up muted. That is unfortunate. I don't think that all of the songs they use... Fuck. I don't think all of the songs that they use, actually mute the audio. Some of them don't seem to. I don't know if it has to be like a certain amount loud or what. But yeah, that's a thing. Sometimes it doesn't mute it. Twitch is weird. At least you guys can hear it now. It would be disappointing if it muted things like as it came out so you guys couldn't watch the stream and listen to the music with me. Although that reminds me, sorry it's doing the skipping thing. I made it stop. Okay. What kind of boom booms do I have? That would be fun and exciting. Oh, or we could try that. We haven't tried out the alien blaster yet. Let's do that. We got the tri-beam laser rifles and the alien blaster from the spaceship. Well, I'm sorry to hear that your cat took great offense. And dead. This isn't going well. I could. I mean, it's not that I need healing supplies. It's that I'm not getting to them fast enough. User error.
Listen to a sweet lullaby. Sleep softly, sleep, and let the world go by.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Why don't you go and take it slow?
They're not immune, it was working. Just not very well. I really just wanted to see what the alien blaster did, because I couldn't remember. This should work. I mean, that would also work.
Close your eyes. Listen to a sweet lullaby.
A little too far.
And let
wait a minute. Usually this is not necessary. That was not what I meant to take.
Wouldn't say no to something to ease the pain. Granted, that's usually the case. But right now, especially.
Okay, was that everybody? 'Cause fuck you guys. Alright. Yeah, Rule's kind of being a little bitch. I don't know what his deal is.
To the town of Rio rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to do some business with.
I'm sure you'll be fair and equitable, boss.
Okay, you can have those. Definitely can have the machete.
There lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red.
Yeah, you can take that too.
Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24. And the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more. 1 in 19 more.
That'll do for now.
Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was in Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town.
I think I'm missing some bodies. There's one.
And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. After Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry him, and the tried before were dead. 20 men had tried tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his
pretty
death.
much take care of most of the issues we're having.
There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make the play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today.
Okay.
Texas red is not
So,
clear leather
save.
for a bullet fairly ripped. And the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on
I'm
the
pretty
ground.
sure I can't go over this way, but hey,
Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip.
it was worth a shot.
When he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Big
Oftentimes, if you can follow a light-colored path, it'll lead you somewhere that you can actually walk over. But apparently not this time.
Big iron on his hip.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. New Vegas here. You're all so great, and we're gonna keep you listening all day. We've got some news for you coming right up. A hostage crisis between the NCR and the Great Khans was resolved peacefully when a third-party negotiator successfully secured the hostages' release.
Oh gee, they're
One
talking
more
about us
story
on the
for you.
radio.
Residents of Novak were running for cover following the failed launch of 3 rockets from the Repcon test site. Possible causes suggested were engineering mistakes, century-old equipment, and the fact that the rockets were piloted by a cult of crazy ghouls.
What if we come from...
You know they say that no news is good
This
news,
way.
but I think my program would be awfully dull if that were the case. You know,
I might
sometimes
have that
the journey
put away
beats
somewhere.
the destination.
I've got
And
all sorts of
especially if your
weapons
spurs
stashed
go
in Big
jingle,
Mountain.
jangle, jangle, and you meet some nice gals along the way.
When I pick up things that make the game too easy, I usually just put them away somewhere in storage. But I really like this gun. And Elijah's.
As I go riding merrily along, and they sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single?
Does not want me to go up there.
And that song ain't so very far from wrong. Oh, Lily Bell, oh, Lily Bell, though I may have done some fooling, this is why I never fell. So I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle, as I go riding merrily along.
I keep mixing up things in my mind, thinking like this playthrough and last playthrough, getting them mixed up. So I'm not certain, but I think I might have already picked that rifle up.
Okay.